In 30 days, they are about to divorce when this couple meet with a traffic accident. Fortunately, neither of them is life-threateningly injured, but the husband's mother discovers something unusual. It turns out that the couple had lost their memories. At this time, the nurse tells them that they are husband and wife. At this moment, Jong Yeol feels awesome, realizing he has such a wonderful wife who is also the daughter of a tycoon, while Na-rae only feels annoyed. Long after, the doctor informs both families that they can proceed with the discharge procedures, and both mothers-in-law think they will go their separate ways from now on. But unexpectedly, the doctor suggests that living in a familiar environment would help with their memory recovery, since being in a familiar living environment would gradually reduce brain damage, meaning that their memory would return more quickly. Therefore, for the sake of their children's health, for the first time, the mothers-in-law cease their hostilities and agree to let the couple live in their previous marital home. However, the wife's mother leaves a task for Nara's younger sister to supervise the two, preventing them from rekindling their old love. But she could never have imagined that upon entering the marital home, it is a complete mess, no different from a pigsty, and also smells foul. Seeing empty alcohol bottles all over the house, Nara feels disgusted. What sadness has her husband endured to drink so much? Jong Yeol is speechless when he sees the wedding photo on the wall severely burned. Nara's mother uses a gold watch to bribe the youngest daughter, Nami. Nami promises to fulfill her task. Before leaving, she does not forget to remind Nara that they are a couple about to divorce. Thus, the three begin living together in the same house. Nami takes her responsibilities seriously, occasionally reminding the other two that being together now is just to recover their memories. That night, Jong Yeol gets up to go to the bathroom and is suddenly startled to find Nami blocking the door. Nami interrogates him about where he is going, and upon learning he is going to the bathroom, she tells him to hurry up and go back to bed. With only 20 days left until the divorce court date, Nara's mother organizes a party, inviting relatives and friends to help Nara regain her memory. Jong Yeol feels awkward and tells Nara that likely her mother's efforts gonna be a waste. The show host announces that all the guests are having cards with numbers and will comes up to talk with Nara and Jong Yeol with this order. The person sitting in front of the two main characters are the first to go up. Is a high school classmate and homeroom teacher. Following are colleagues and also close friends, including Nara's ex-boyfriend and Jong Yeol's ex-girlfriend, who bring her son. Jong Yeol is trying to practice smiling in the bathroom when, unexpectedly, his close friend Ki-bae arrives, mockingly complimenting Jong Yeol's smile as a womanizer. Jong Yeol is also curious about how he and Nara had met. Ki-bae, annoyed, curses the guy who forgets his friends for a girl, stating he was the matchmaker for the two of them 5 years ago. Ki-bae, who was working at a bar at the time, had arranged their first meeting. Jong Yeol's date was Nara. She indeed enjoyed drinking, while Jong Yeol was very attentive, cleaning glasses for her but pouring beer non-stop. He only drank from the leftover bottle, which Nara praised him for being frugal, and to thank her Jong Yeol show her his trademark smile. This deadly smile, however, makes Nara run away. Ki-bae scolds John, telling him to smile genuinely from the bottom of his heart and not like a pervert. While talking, Jong Yeol saw Nara sitting somewhere else choking and about to suffocate. He didn't think twice, immediately rushed over, embraced Nara, and performed first aid. Nara finally escaped the danger, after which Jong Yeol carried her to the hospital, but unexpectedly, Nara fell in love with the doctor. Ki-bae explained that it was fortunate they came and left quickly because their personalities did not match, so they broke up not long after. After that, at a baseball game, Jong Yeol ran into Nara, who was completely drunk and acting crazy. After the game ended, it started raining heavily, and Nara fell to the ground, missing the last bus. Suddenly, an umbrella covered Nara from behind. And when turning back to look, she saw Jong Yeol. She remembered this man was the one who had saved her at the bar. From then on, Nara developed feelings for the man with the unique smile. In another scene, there were only 15 days left until their divorce court date. That day, both of their mothers-in-law took the couple to see a psychologist. They heard that through hypnosis, they could regain their memories, but after a day of hypnosis, they slept deeply. The twist was that all their bad memories disappeared, and they only remembered the good things about each other. So, they decided to stay together, but gradually, they silently developed feelings again, with only 10 days left. Unexpectedly, one day while Jong-yun was brushing his teeth and bathing, Nara, still sleepy, walked into the bathroom. Their synchronized reaction prevented them from reacting in time, but they soon realized something was off. Nara hurriedly ran out and then shyly returned to her room. To make matters worse, Jong-yun ran outside only to be caught by Nami. The sister-in-law was speechless, looking at her brother-in-law, but from then on, something subtle began between Nara and Jong-yun. That day, John watched Nara eat strawberries and suddenly remembered past memories. Nara asked Jong-yun what he was doing standing there dazed, and he hit his forehead to wake up and seriously explained that he was so focused on reading that he suddenly got a headache, so Jong-yun had to see a doctor. He talked about the memories he recalled to the doctor, while the doctor explained that high hormones could stimulate the brain. He explained that they could sleep together for a night, but they both felt embarrassed. The doctor said they were once a couple, so there was nothing too serious, and the purpose of this was to regain memory, which was more important than anything. But the problem was that Nami always strictly guarded the house, making her speechless as the relationship between the two became more developed. Nami was even more shocked that they were secretly dating. Nami saw both of them dressed up to leave the house. Jong-yun explained that dressing like that was to show respect to the neighbors. Afterwards, they head to the baseball field where they first met but can't recall anything despite trying hard. Jong-yeol suggests that if they can't remember, they can make new memories. As he says this, Nara finds a baseball on the ground, triggering the memory of how they used a baseball to express their feelings during their first reunion. Just then, a staff member asks them to leave. Later, Jong-yeol treats Nara to a meal, and they spend the day together, hopping from one drink to the next, enjoying each other's company. On their way home, it starts raining, and Jong-yeol covers Nara with an umbrella. At that moment, Nara hallucinates seeing the man she knew 5 years ago and kisses him. However, she abruptly slaps Jong-yeol, apologizes, and can't explain why. Jong-yeol goes to get another umbrella, but Nara stops him, and they share one instead. They then visit Ki-bae's bar, where they talk about the past and make out, leaving their friends in shock. The next day, Nami is updating her mother about everything when Jong-yeol returns, claiming he was too drunk and stayed at a friend's. When asked about Nara, he isn't sure of her whereabouts. Shortly after, Nara returns, saying she had also stayed at a friend's. They all gather for a meal and chat. Nami complains to her mother about their friends trying to set Nara and her husband up, with only 5 days left until their divorce court date. However, the spark between Nara and her husband is undeniable. Nami stumbles upon a scene that embarrasses her but quickly reports back to her mother. Jong-yeol rushes out to clarify but slips on a baseball, hitting his head and regaining his memory, whereas Nara loses hers. Nara's mother, against the continuation of the marriage, decides to send Nara abroad for studies. Before leaving, Nara wants to meet Jong-yeol, whose memories of their fights have returned, altering his look at Nara. Nara, sensing his disdain, opts for divorce. The next day in court, Nara leaves quietly, and Jong-yeol visits their old home, reminiscing about the good times as he looks at a baseball. In the movie's climax, Jong-yeol races to the airport, delivering a heartfelt speech to Nara, who doesn't hear any of it because she is wearing headphones. Speechless and heartbroken, he misses his last chance as he turns to leave. But then, Nara calls out to him, her mind now filled with beautiful memories. With 3 months until the final verdict, Nara has the time to decide if she wants to stay with Jong-yeol or not. Thank you for watching. Subscribe and like for more videos like this.